Hey, cuties. Did you strike in with your dates? So, how are they? Tell me all about them. Oh, you actually wanted to ask me that? Well, I do get around. Alright, I'll let you in on how they perform, if you catch what I'm saying. But first, let's check out the wallflower of the bunch. An evolution without a companion date banner. Shuten! And that's our senior and leader of our baseball team. Don't mind him, enjoying sake with his comrades while viewing cherry blossoms is his way to distress. From what? Well, Shuten's had a sketchy past. You can get a bit of an idea by how he plays his games. He takes us to victory with his killer swings and plentiful energy, which we all take a page from. But some of his older buddies aren't with us anymore. His former raw strength didn't do much to help him then. Now he channels all that power to protecting us, and restricts the approach and dampens the threat of everyone threatening his newfound peace. See, in his mind, he tells himself he won't fail his friends again. No setbacks will hold him for long, no weapon will injure him bare again, and no friend will fight his perceived threats harder than him. Rumors say he's weaker than he was before, but maybe Shuten's looking farther than any of us, to an uncertain future we can only endure rather than conquer. Well, anyone in our team can vouch he can both endure and conquer where it counts. In the locker rooms. Lightning round! A few sloppy seconds and a few toys to experiment with. Will you be able to walk straight after trying these out?
3, 2, 1, start!
I'd rather get bread. It's raining mid.
Get out of my room!
Totally tubular. Illiteracy has sharply risen. You'll get used to the taste. I told you mother knows best. I'll bring the plastic cups. Wilson! You still believe in Santa Claus? I like to move it. Knock them out with the first strike. I have no roses to give you. Loading. Failed. With the power of God and on me. Clear! Alright, I've invited the remainder of your dates over. Let's go size them up together. Hecate! Come right up and learn about the author on everyone's lips. H.L. Hound. Our friends know her as Hecate. If I'm being honest, she has a bit of a complex, getting defensive about her chances in a real relationship, resisting to indulge in the idea. You can probably guess from her literature, she'd rather channel that romantic cope into writing her object of fancy into the raunchiest of scenarios, putting them in compromised situations where they can't hold it in any longer and release their full lust. She probably has good intentions though. Her fanfics are mostly harmless, and before distributing her work at the next venue, she clears any and all misconceptions her subject takes up, and provides compensation for any damage her works do incur, typically treating them for lunch. While she's not someone just anyone would want to associate with for any reason, she makes the best of friends for any truly depraved soul. Like me. Shuten! Hey, you there! Entrance to that mountain is strictly forbidden. For your own good, we can't let you go. A demon has taken residence at its peak. Yes, that's right. The only king of Mount Olwe, Shuten Doji. He reveled in the blood-curdling cheers of his underlings, ruthlessly slaughtering anyone misfortunate enough to get in his way. But the way those underlings transmogrify when they follow his lead, it's as if each ogre gained the strength of 50 men. And their hide, it's thickened against their weapons when they started their raid, from which they took full delight. I still remember the poison Shuten's bodily cuts released, marking our sentinels as his next weakened targets to prey on. Look, over there, our farms. They've all been completely raised by Shuten and his stronger ogres. Don't get caught out at night alone, unless you want to be surrounded by them with no help, to even last even a minute. Ulaanbaatar! The firefighter few know as Gendarme Wakan swiftly arrives to the scene of disaster and rappels down his rope to rescue any damsels. Like a real hero, Ulaanbaatar enters the site with a radiance that reassures all unendangered first responders to put out their toughest stands and to execute their duties without fail. Fear washes away to the charming smile he dons while he prophylactically treats casualties for any abnormal conditions, especially burns and breaks. And so long as Baatar is not impaired, he keeps himself ready. Baatar can act through any obstacle, no matter the material. Not that he does this all purely selflessly. He's quite a flirt, and gets worked up from any praise coming his way, and that energy can be infectious. When he's rubbed the right way enough, he works at his best, trading all afflictions while inflicting a near unmitigatable 250,000 damage to anything walling off his rescue. So, what are you waiting for? Keep up that rubbing action.
My research partner? Oh, not Ale. Of course I mean Leib. At his desk behind our team, he sometimes identifies weaknesses to the research fields he tackles and provides key papers to get us all to concentrate. Leib tries to coerce us to work so arduously, and even mark some nearby leads we can tear through. But when the day's over, I always realize too late. He dumped all the hard work on us while eating up dessert, avoiding contributing his fair share. All the stress has gotten me the enemy. Oh. But Leib does console us to prevent and clear any stress going above our job description. Sure, he cares about protecting us, but it's clear as day he's only looking out for himself in the long run. While we got tied down to work up to the point where we'd collapse, he resists taking up any of that burden. The IP is too obvious with how psyched he is when he dishes work, if I'm being honest. Anyway, he did hear from me, but no, I would not recommend hiring him for your company. If Leib finds out I said any of this, I'm gonna have to work overtime under his desk again.
So, it may seem premature. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume Cthugha and Breke aren't getting evos by the end of this campaign. If they do, I'll be sure to cover those in the next batch. Sometimes you just have to trust in your first instinct when it comes to love. Out of all the pickups, the first one featuring Ulaanbaatar and Shuten was the only one with fantastic returns. It's long past, but do not fret. These units are all permanent, so you can redeem Shuten or the other 4 stars during anniversary. And if you really want and still have the option, you can use the 1 rainbow ticket all players are allotted on Ulaanbaatar or the other 5 stars. And that's all for now, cuties. Catch you next time.